Sometimes I'm blown away by the mistakes, the basic mistakes that even seasoned crypto veterans are making. I'm talking about Miles Deutscher, who's got more than 350,000 Twitter followers and who's part of a crypto channel with almost 350,000 subscribers. Here's the mistake I'm talking about. Miles Deutscher is buying up the Unibot token, even though Unibot is now in a dying state. Let's read the reasoning together. Unibot, down now 60% from its highs, with the recent sell-off triggered by a FUD storm, coupled by decline in metrics. Positively, the accelerated selling looks like to be tapering slightly. I used the dip as an opportunity to add to my position. I don't think there's a rush, but if you believe in the narrative, you're now getting another chance to accumulate in double digits. And here's the Unibot chart. It's currently down roughly 60% from its heights. That happened in roughly 3 weeks. What's so alarming here? What causes a cryptocurrency to go down in that short period of a time by 60% when the overall market is relatively calm? There is some recent FUD around Unibot, and that's a hack of one of the members. One of the Telegram accounts got hacked. It's a Telegram account of founder Xcurve. But that hack only happened a few hours ago and it didn't even move the price much. What we are seeing in Unibot is something more fundamental. And we can see the fundamental development of the project on chain. There are very nice metrics around the usage, and unfortunately not everything here looks bright. Unibot is a tool that allows you to track other wallets, to potentially front run them. So if you like a certain wallet, if you like a certain trader, you can buy before them if you just set up Unibot in the right way. For providing that service, Unibot takes a fee, and parts of the fee gets accrued to the Unibot token holders. That's the reason why one should buy into the token. You want to earn the fees generated by the platform. And unfortunately, those fees are not growing anymore for roughly 1.5 months. Now, one might argue there isn't a lot of activity in crypto right now. And so, of course, when trading volumes are down, then of course the fees that Unibot generate are also down. But the problem is it's not just the fees that are down. We also see that the number of returning users is going down. And users are arguably a less volatile metric than just pure revenue. The users haven't grown for the last 1.5 months roughly as well. Now one might argue that Unibot is still a good deal because you get more than 40% APY by holding the token. That's the kind of Ethereum return you get when you hold Unibot for 1 year. But here's the problem. That number is highly inflated. The real, more accurate number is 8%. Now, what's the difference here? What are the 8% versus the 40-something%? The return that gets accrued to the Unibot token holders is split in 2 parts. The first part is simply just the trading fees from the bot, right? From the front run bot. That's the 8%. But you can add 32% to that by using something that's called reflection tokenomics. Reflection is a mechanism where when you buy and sell a token, you have to pay a certain tax, and part of that tax goes to the current holders of the token. As a project, you're incentivizing people to hold for the long term because you can't just trade in and out. You have to pay 5% tax when buying and 5% tax when selling for Unibot. But when you hold it for long enough, then these taxes, they come back to you via accrued fees, via reflection. We have seen another project playing with those tokenomics before, and that was SafeMoon. SafeMoon had a phenomenal run up when this whole concept was new, but then at some point, somebody decided to sell, and then this simply created a cascaded downward spiral. There is zero value in this 41% APY number. You really have to look at the 8% APY. And by the way, you need to hold at least 10 Unibot tokens and have accrued at least 0.1 Ethereum in order to redeem any of those returns. The 8% that you get as a revenue share from the actual usage of the product, is it worth the risk? It might be worth it if you expect Unibot to continue to grow from here. But we've seen this in the charts, right? The number of returning users is not growing. So the product isn't really sticky. And there could be 2 reasons reasons for this, and both of them
are very, very ugly.
The first reason is that the product isn't maybe that good, that people aren't really making profit, because if people were making profit, they'd probably continue using it. The second reason is competition. There's now so many sniper bots, so many front-run bots on the market that you might not necessarily just rely on Unibot. Unibot only supports Ethereum. Ethereum gas fees are expensive, and so if you just play around with this new approach, maybe you rather use other sniping bots. Here, have a look at this comparison. There are front-run bots for the Binance Smart Chain and for Arbitrum as well. And for Ethereum, Unibot isn't necessarily always the cheapest option. 8% APY for holding something that's that volatile, that requires you to pay 10%, so 5% in, 5% out, just to be trading the token. I think that's not worth it. Unibot is still overvalued. I'd only buy it either when the price goes down massively more from here, or alternatively, if the team brings out a new product that creates new excitement, new users, and a new wave of positive momentum. Until then, sorry Miles, I think it's a wrong idea to double down and to buy this dip. Talking about Telegram, feel free to join our channel. Simply search for Bitcoin Strategy channel within the Telegram app, or you can also click the link down below. Feel free to also subscribe. I publish videos here regularly.